And as I said a little earlier, veterans from all areas of the service and all wars have finally been honored, and awareness has been heightened of their sacrifices and service all the way back from World War II to Korea to Vietnam, and everyone is now showing the respect needed to give these guys the honor they have. You always have to remember these guys volunteered to serve their country and took an oath to defend it. At that point, it wasn't their choice on where they wanted to fight. It was the choice of our nation and the opportunities that occurred, and they only did the bidding of their oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States and protect it. So you can't, under any circumstances, in any way, ever be critical of what these guys have done. They're the greatest soldiers, greatest fighters, greatest servicemen in any country in the world, and we're very, very proud of it. Well, rolling up the carpet. If that started out red in the fall, the lights have got it pretty well. It's a pink carpet tonight.
Yeah, and of course Toledo bringing in the crowd again. Nice crowd here right now. We're going to have probably over 8,000 here, so she looks pretty good right now. We play them 7 times, which is a little weird because we played Kalamazoo 15 times. Here we got a team we're in first place fighting for, and we only got 3 more games with them. Fortunately, the 3 games we got is tonight and 2 more back here at the Coliseum. We do not go to Toledo anymore, so we've already had our time up there. We've lost 3 to them and won 1. So
well, the one we won was a big one. It was the open-air game that night in the shootout.
Yes, it was, and that's a good win right there for them. But 3 more games. This one tonight, good start. They need to win the 3 games against this team to stay with them or even try to build a little lead on them.
Here we go. Ready, set. It'll be Severin going into the face-off circle. He and Troy Schwab go to the draw. Here it comes, and everybody's standing up on it right off the bat. Now it goes deep inside the Toledo zone. Comet forecheck. Pistilli nails his guy. In goes that time Szydlowski with a long, deep forecheck. But here they come back up ice as Schwab dumps it off behind the net. Komets break it up. Pistilli set sail.
Here we go.
Chips it into the zone. Out front, there it is. A drive and a save. As in front of the net, the guy who got the chance was Brock Higgs. Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, he walked right in, and beautiful pass from center as they caught him going down the wing. He cut across, had plenty of time, was looking, waited for the goaltender to move. Never opened up the legs wide enough for him to sneak it through.
Well, Higgs got himself a lesson. Welcome to the ECH.
Yep.
So that's the way it goes. All right, faceoff stays inside the Toledo zone. And Mr. Jeff Lurg made the first save of the night. Look out. Here we come as losing the puck was Daniels. They drive on by him. Oh, great shot, great save. Look out. Komets come back with it. Can they get it out of the zone? They couldn't get it out of the zone. As Toledo hustling. Back come the Komets. Here's Embach. Wheels it all the way into the zone. No icing called. Played by the D-man deep. It's Claire turning around, checking the traffic. Up ice they come. Turned into the corner behind the net one more time. Bounced up the boards that time by Lowry of the Komets. All the way up top. Got to shoot it. And there it is. Shot, save, rebound. Hanging nuts out front again, another drive, and this time it is Lurg hanging on. Yep. They lost it out in front of the net. Nobody knew where it was, and all of a sudden, here it comes.
They're shooting every time they get a chance this time. 3 saves right now, credited to Toledo goaltender, and 3 tough ones as the Komets put the pressure on and had some good scoring chances.
Thing about Lurg at 6'5", you shoot enough, you're going to get him tired. He's a little guy.
Well, he's played a lot of games, too, this year.
He's
24 games.
Yeah, he's quite a goaltender.
Yeah, 19 wins, 3 losses, so a tough guy to get the puck.
Komets tried to hold it in, did they? Yep, as it sparred home. It did go offside. He was kind of lollygagging over there as if to say, well, I don't know, and all of a sudden he realized, oh, golly.
Well, we've had 3 good scoring chances, and Toledo's had 1.
Yeah.
Will came up with a big save as the player broke in on him. Made a nice save coming up and cutting the angle down. So offense is moving. They're both skating right now.
Perlini in now on the face-off as his counterpart gets thrown out of the face-off circle. And instead, I believe it's Holmstrom going in for the draw. Around they come off behind the net. Played down deep in the corner. It's Petryk with the forecheck, trying to tie his man up. Holmstrom got it again, dumped it around behind the net. Toledo coming up the left wall. Good hit on the back check that time, as that was Petryk who put a pretty good thump on his guy, the D-man Embach. Here they come. Komets back up ice into the zone and sending it deep now down into the corner. And who got that one? Nobody there. Quaile had the shot. as he was first man in on the play. He was a D-man, but he rushed pretty well that time.
Well, that's the new one. Gary is trying to get in. At least now they've got 6 defensemen, and they can pair them up better.
Big kid. He's about 6'3", rangy kid.
Ouellette, the only one sitting out, and of course Higgs is the other forward that has replaced him tonight.
Yeah. So they're trying to keep things best they know how. And they deserve to get a chance. One thing Gary does, he gives his players a chance when he gets them. Here we come. Komets get stuck in their skate, can't finish the play, trying to dig it off and into the zone. Here we come. It's a shot, a save, and a rebound. Another good shot that time as Quaile was down deep, got a piece of it, couldn't finish it off. And here it was Higgs, rather, who got deep. That's second time for him.
Yeah, 2 good shots.
He's had a couple of testers already. Here we come, way up ice. Where did it go? They couldn't get it raised high enough to make it work. Here we come back over again and dump deep into the zone by Severin. Quaile back in the corner, goes in, ties up his guy. But up comes Toledo with the puck and up the left wall, moving to center. Jenks to the Fort Wayne line. On the forecheck, they meet them at the line. Jenks can't get into the zone. Now finally cruises to the corner, but here's Saul. Saul up the wall. Somebody takes a run at Cody, and he just flipped him on his back and let him slide in the corner. Here we come. Let's go here. What do we got coming this time? Up top. Oh, look out. Behind the net, they almost had an open spot. But it was Will who covered the post pretty doggone well. They sent it all the way deep in the corner. We'll have an icing call. With that, the whistle blows. And we are 0-0. Komets and Toledo, first period of play. No score. This is Komet hockey.
The word Quaile.
The puck is dropped on another Komet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Deli Buns and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guest. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Deli. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
This is Komet hockey.
That wasn't a little bit of an interference call. Attaboy. Here we come. Looking at it. Komets now at center ice on the back check that time. Lowry got it almost. Look out. Rebound front of the net.
Will
scramble.
Right
Will's on it. He can't find it, but he's all right, and it comes loose. Picked up, point shot again. Will turns it out the wall. Left point tipped down deep into the corner by Barnes. Off behind the net. Komets struggle down in the corner trying to make the move. As they battling hard on that one. As we make a change, I believe Perlini is wearing number 21 tonight. He had been wearing number 10, but he likes the different numbers. So let's hope he stays with that one. All right.
Quaile dumped it in that time.
All the way through, and we have ourselves another icing.
Yeah, Quaile had the puck going up the ice, and instead of taking that one extra step and then dumping it in, he dumped it in and went off for a change. He iced the puck, and a little inexperienced there, maybe a little excited as his first game with the Komets.
5-3 shots on goal favor the Komets, and there's no score. Here we go, facing it off to left of the Komet goaler, Roman Will.
Yeah, it didn't take Toledo long to build up 5 quick shots.
No. Bang, bang. Schwab into the face-off. Komets get the draw. Take a look. Came back around the wall and out at center. Lead pass to Muirs, goes wide, and somebody turned their back to the play. That was Embach trying to get a dump before he got off the ice. But here's Toledo. Birschbach kind of moved back up. He gets hit. Back up it comes again, and the forecheck, Petryk, is all over the place. He's in chasing his guy again. Here's another good forecheck. Back they come, Fort Wayne line. Komets turn it back at center ice. Played off the wall as Barnes now waits to get his team onside, sends it to his D. Up it comes, flipped into the zone by Niedermühl. And the Komets get it right back out. Bouncing puck in the Toledo zone. Sent back up left wall. Dumped wide. Schwab gives it off. And here they go breaking into the zone. At the net. Hanging on.
Right
is the
net.
Goaltender.
Here we go. Krug pushing and shoving.
He got a little push going in a hurry there.
Well, the Toledo player tried to split in the
he was trying to get to the goaltender.
Yeah, and then he gave the goaltender a bit of a whack as he went by. And Krug made sure he knew what was going on.
That was Sean Sims.
Stay away.
Yeah.
So good defense right there by Krug.
And it's funny, you look around and figure, oh, geez, that's that Krug. Hi there. Krug is not the most classic fighter, but he hurts you. He takes a few to get a few. Everybody seems aware of that. If you want a contest, ask him. All right, 15-17 left, first period, no score, and they're not dropping the puck here. The linesman's having a terrible time. As A.J. Jenks says, drop it, will you? Here's a drive, turned out on the side. Came around the far wall. Saul is getting a little rough down there. I like to see him get physical. The only problem is when you're that big and you start getting physical.
You get a lot of penalties.
You get a lot of penalties whether you want them or not. Here's Toledo breaking out into the corner. Pistilli had it, now chopped away as down they come deep into the corner trying to make the move. Higgs with the puck has to send it back in, and it's Toledo taking over. At center ice, dropped into the zone by Bonus, down into the Fort Wayne zone behind the net. Here comes Saul. Back up the wall, and it goes right to the middleman, who happened to be Mercier, who was back checking as Toledo took it right back, and here they come again. At center, Albrecht takes the rush into the Fort Wayne zone, chopped wide down to the corner. Saul going in deep, runs his guy hard off the play. Komets coming loose with it, get it into the zone. Here they come, all the way in a drive.
Daniels.
Good hit that time as Daniels snapped that one off pretty good. Here they come, back in the corner, around behind the net. Toledo now picking it off on the left defense. Bingo. Good hit down the wall. Komets still on it. Another good hit that time as Schrocky lays it on, but they forgot a left winger wide open. Everybody got mesmerized by the puck, and he was just tromping into the zone. Fortunately, they couldn't get him a pass. Here they come back into the zone. There's no icing on this one. They wave it off. 13:49 still on the clock. Period one. 6-5 shots on goal favor the Komets. As Embach takes a little pop that time at Nedemiel. No play there. Icing was called that time. And we're looking at no score. Period one. Komets Toledo. Komet Hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's, and nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
To the net.
Komets almost that time is Szydlowski. Whoa, a good one there. Couldn't finish it. Into the zone. Coming back up now. Here it is to Lacoste. His drive knocked down front of the net. Turned back out. Center ice. Lacoste in hot pursuit goes after this one. No icing. That's the Komets' 7th shot on goal. Here comes Lacoste now up the middle, and he gets it nicely into Szydlowski. Sid's there, shoots. He just missed it on the right side. Turned back in the corner that time. Dropped deep by Lowry. Off behind the net, trying to center it up the middle. Chipped to center ice, picked up by Saul. Saul sends it back into Szydlowski. Sid absorbs the check, comes off the ice. Lines change as Embach cruises in, gets his guy. Here comes Toledo down the left wall, ripping it around behind the net into the left corner. Picked back up, look out, tipped up in the air to no avail. As that time trying to get a piece of it, but on no stick on it to speak of was the Komet D-man. Here they come, back up Pistilli. He leads it into the zone. Here we come again. Trailer on the play as it's Szydlowski. Sid hangs on to it. He's still got it. Sends it cross rink. We're going to get a shot? Yes, we do. Came out on the wing, and it's way too far right. Take a look. Here comes a check.
Daniels heads up.
Daniels wasn't watching. He had his back on it. Here we come. No additional play.
Toledo sneaks the puck off the boards and cuts to center. They let a shot go. They use Saul as a screen, and Will out on top of his crease makes a good save, getting down low into the pads and makes the save.
So we're still scoreless, period one, and this is Komet Hockey.
21 Alive News is local, setting the standard for reporting news that hits home, live, anywhere, at any time. News when it breaks, when it hits home. The experience to deliver with veteran anchors and reporters, united to bring you the highest standard of community involvement. Make it personal, make it real. Your news is alive. 21 Alive.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come as out comes Toledo. Long lead pass, Fort Wayne zone. They break that up. Now trying to find some room, slip it off to the D. Turning it back, Komets get it. Here is behind the net, as it will be Perlini out at center. Lead pass good into the zone. Here they come up the middle, down into the slot. Can't get the shot away. Round they come. Perlini with a check, intercepted by Muir. He got a shot on goal right through the goal crease. He chopped away at it again. Here it is, another drive. Low, come on. Man, there was your chance.
Yeah.
As a wide open net and couldn't finish the playoff. Petryk had that one.
Yeah. Krug got the puck at the point, made a nice play keeping it in, let the wrist shot go. The goalie kicked it. It went over to the right. Petryk was standing there. He couldn't handle puck cleanly to get the quick shot off. By the time he got it off, the defense was all over him, and he got smothered under a couple of them. But his eyes. Another scoring chance. And the Komets just couldn't bury it.
His eyes were bigger than the puck there. Yep. Oh, look at this chance.
Yep.
And that's where we had our trouble last night. We didn't play exceptionally well, but we got enough chances to put it away.
Well, there's a shot from the point. Yeah. Again, Petryk got it, but just mishandled it as it come off the deflection.
All right, faceoff stays in the Toledo zone. One more time. Here we come, ready for the draw. Turn back up ice and flipped off to the side left. Picked up there. Komets have to put, oh, right then. That time Embach was right into Catbird seat and couldn't finish it.
Power play Komets now.
Yep, here we go. Let's see how this one's going to work. Moving out. On the left wing, heading to center. On the right wing, chipped in nicely, but off a stick up into the crowd as Embach going down the wing tried to deflect it back into the corner. So the faceoff is outside the line.
Yeah, the defense for Toledo, after roughing up Petryk at the side of the net, drew the roughing call, and that's where we get the power play situation as the faceoff comes outside. First penalty of the game, and the Komets on power play time right now.
All right, let's see how we fare on this one. 1:36 on the power play. Need to get a couple of face-offs here. Toledo gets that one clean. He dumps it into the zone. Daniels behind the net for Fort Wayne trying to find some daylight. Here he comes. Ooh, lead pass good as it's Embach sliding it around behind the net. Pistilli going far wall. Chokes his guy up on the play, but he didn't get the puck, and they dump it back. Fort Wayne's own Daniels is going to be chased by Leone as they give it away on a bad pass coming up the wall. Here they come again, putting pressure in the corner. Daniels goes in, rubs Leone off the play, and the Komets coming back up ice. Here they come into the zone, and that was deflected cross rink off the skate of the defender. Komets get it back again. Barteau behind his net for the Komets, waiting around for things to clear up, and here he comes. Moving it out, still coming with the puck. They're waiting for a line change as well. Here they go into the zone, now going deep on the play. Komets dumping it off behind the net that time as Severin got the bounce, and he couldn't hang on. It's back all the way inside the Fort Wayne corner. 30 seconds left. I don't know if they've had a shot on goal. Look out. They give it away in front of the net. As that time Barteau coughed it up. Nice move. Boy, Will saved the bacon there.
Yeah, give away again in the zone on the power play. Come on, guys.
Here we come. Back up ice. Take a look. Lead pass, and it goes to Muirs. Muirs is there. Let it slide through, but he's pulled off by Netamiel, the defender. They have a big shot down in the corner as Petryk really hangs one on his guy. Here they come up top again. Here's the drive. Out in front of the net. Came back off the wall. Another good hit. Komets try to keep it in the corner.
All even.
Muirs got a hit on that one. Here comes Toledo back at center. Missed their pass. Komets get it back and dump it out in neutral zone. Here they come into the zone. Trying to backhand it. Muirs, he was coming off for a replacement. Here comes Toledo. Schwab going in on the line. That's broken up. Komets get it. They've got it. Here we come back at center. Good lead pass. Petryk, in they come. Drops it off to Szydlowski. Sid got the shot. It's blocked and up off the screen.
Nice give and go in the slot area. Szydlowski tries to wind up the defense and steps up quickly on him and blocks the shot up into the screen.
No score here. Period 1. 8:48 still to go. Komets and Toledo. This is Komet Hockey.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Hey, truck fans, you want to see something new for 2015? You can at your GMC and Chevy dealerships. Trucks built by the proud union members of UAW Local 2209. These quality trucks are made right here in Northeast Indiana. Hard-working union members take personal pride in the craftsmanship and attention to detail needed to produce these new trucks. They can build one for you. Take a look at a world-class quality-built truck. See them today at your Indiana and Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, faceoff stays in the Toledo zone. Off to the right of their goaltender, Jeff Lurg.
5-on-5, both teams.
Ready, set, as going after the play was Lowry. Sends it back in the corner. Good forecheck by the Komets. Up they come again. Another good hit, this time by Szydlowski. Sid just kind of leaning on him, and here they come, Fort Wayne zone, and dropping it through in the corner. As a good move there, as Daniels had to wait for it. Uh-oh, bad play. Try to catch it on a foot. And here they come, up top, trying to get a shot away. Good defense, Daniels. Knocked his guy down. Out of the zone they come. Lead pass at center, dropped off on the left wall. In goes Saul. Saul at the net, the shot. Oh!
Right there.
The rebound bounced right across the stick that time of Daniels, who'd come in deep. Here they come. Toledo breaking back up ice on the rush. Left wall. Jenks coming to the Comet line. Sends it deep. Played by Saul. Saul coming all the way back. Tipped into the zone. Here they go wide as it's Szydlowski. Still got it.
Trying to get the shot up.
He couldn't get it. They were all over him. Now in the corner. Here we come again. Can't play. Picked back up as they drive it back in the corner. Perlini. Up they come. Kept alive. Komets feeding it off again. Bartow with the drive. Right out front. Nobody could come up with a rebound. Mercier dumping it out. Here comes Toledo at center to the Comet line, going wide left, and they can't get on by as Bartow cuts him off at the pass. Turned wide, but they pick it up behind the net. Leone picked it up, but the Komets take it away. Here they come. Go. And a long wait there trying to get a reach on it, as Bartow couldn't quite get organized. He's coming off in a hurry, a line change. And Toledo working their way back up ice to the Fort Wayne line, dumping in behind the net, going after it, Lacoste. Icing is the call, so back we come into the Toledo zone for the draw. We're 0-0, and this is Comet Hockey. Almost looks like
crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
WOWO AM and FM, Fort Wayne.
And now back to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Down in the corner, picks it off. Now it's behind the net, trying to move it is Petryk. They're all over him, but he still got it. Now they put it up into the slot. Still can't get a shot away. All the way at the point, and Krug goes to the left point, gets a shot away there. Schrock in, digs that one loose, trying to pick it off Petryk behind the net. Up they come with it, though, on their way to center ice, and they stand up the forecheck on that time as Barnes tried to skate his way into the corner. In goes Lacoste, ties up his guy. Puck lays loose anyway, but the Komets get it back again. Here they come, still trying to play it. Petryk couldn't find a handle on it, and they still don't have it, but they finally slide it deep in the Toledo zone, get a line change. So Toledo getting a line change as well, and here they come the other way. Moving it all the way to center as Barnes met right at center ice and stopped goal by Lowry. Toledo still with it now as the forecheck is Szydlowski, and Sid goes in deep, pushed his guy, but he wouldn't let him turn back out. After it again, they're hanging on. That's a pretty good forecheck between Embach and Szydlowski. They finally pass out of their zone. Good hit again by Szydlowski down in the corner. Netamail coming up with a play, trying to move it around, but he's picked off by Saul. They send it around on the open point right side, and there'll be a shot on goal from there. Turned wide, Komets get it into their feet, can't play it again. As it's finally squirted out to center ice, as Daniels manages to move it there. inside their own zone. Toledo back in the neutral zone. Wide pass left wing. Going into the zone. Drive.
High and up and over.
So that one a deflection. And Will right out to cover the corners. Breaking hard was Bonus. And he had them all shut down. 5:05 left. We're period one. There's no score. Komets Toledo. This is Komet Hockey.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri. You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
With it again, Embach coming to the Fort Wayne line. He's bumped on the play by Muir. Toledo going deep on their defense now, right back up the middle, looking for a winger left side, breaking in. Here's Mercier at the line. Nice move. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that was Holmstrom who got away from everybody.
Yeah, he walked right in, clear shot, and again, Will, nice glove save.
All right, Komets are going to have to think about that one. Their hearts ought to be going pitty-patter now. Here they come, as moving all the way cross ring, going in hard on the left side. A drive high off the stick of Perlini.
Perlini, yeah, nice shot.
Round they come again. Down the wall, Perlini with a good hit. Had a couple of them tied up, still has the puck. Look out. Muirs takes care of that one. Behind the net, Perlini forechecks, but up comes Schwab with it. Gets a good hit on his guy again, but flying on the right wing. Mercier into the corner. Komets are up front, coming up with the puck. Oh, look out. Back up it comes across the goal mouth. They dump it deep in the corner. Who's coming up with this one? It's going to be Szydlowski. Sid couldn't finish the play. Here's a drive wide of the net. After it, they go again, coming around the wall, trying to move it back out of the zone. Komets, as they're trying to, no, that was Perlini.
Yeah, that'll be icing. They'd chop it down the ice. Severn hit the puck out. He just had a chop at it. Went all the way down the icing call to bring it back into the zone. Toledo will change up. Komets will have to stay pat.
So we're looking at shots on goal, 11-8 favoring the Komets. The scoreboard 0-0. And it's a pretty lively hockey game here so far.
Yeah,
lots of skating.
Yeah, good goaltending on both ends. They've both been sharp.
Jenks into the faceoff, lost it as it's Will. Came back up, couldn't hit his winger coming out the left side. Back it comes again. Now here's Severn. And he goes, oh, bad pass as they read that one all the way. Intercepted, and back comes Clare with the puck to the Fort Wayne line. Going in left wall. He couldn't get a shot away as it was that time Krug bumping his guy off the play. Look out, take a look. Up the middle, they break into the hole. Got a winger left side. Here's Schrock. Or no, it's Pistilli. Up top, there it is. A drive and a save, and hanging on is Lurd.
Yeah, and who's getting pushed around in front there? And the new guy, Higgs, goes right to the net looking for the rebound, and Toledo defense jumps all over, pushing him out of the way as the goaltender Lear makes the save.
I'll say one thing, these new guys aren't faint-hearted. They go for it.
Yeah, they're both of them right now. Higgs has played well, and the defense
Quaile,
has played well.
We're scoreless here. It's period number 1, and this is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne. This is Komet Hockey.
All right, a little icing call against the Komets as we were away in the faceoff back in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Komet goaltender Roman Will.
2:22 to go, first period. No score. Both shot goalies have been tested well. 12-8 shots on goal favorite Toledo.
Komets take a faceoff. They're putting it back around on the wall right side and up the wing. Here we come. Pistilli, lead pass, good into the zone. They hang on, coming to the net. Here it is. Drive came wide as Lurd saw that one coming. He's a quick little rascal, I'll tell you. Birschbach breaking back out of his zone into the Komet corner as Krug chased his man around behind the net on a dump pass. Here's Severn. He's double-teamed behind the net, and they're having a tough time as Lacoste in banging away, trying to help tie it up. Will they get a whistle or not? They don't have it yet. It's Pistilli waiting around in case something shows up. They're still rooting for it down there. Nobody's got it. Nobody's got it. Look out. Oh, my. They couldn't clear it. Now they've got it. Lead pass into the zone. Pistilli. He gets by his man, but he's taken off on a good defensive play by Holmstrom.
Man in the slot.
There we go.
That was Embach.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. Who lost their stick? Oh, it was their guy got the loss. The stick goes flying over, and here comes Saul with the puck at the Fort Wayne blue line. Trying to get it set up. Heads back into the corner. Moving it. Komets back on the attack. In they come. Fed off the wall. Up front as Szydlowski couldn't get a stick on that one. Here they come as one more time trying to move it. And can't get still playing with it down the wall. Can't make the move. Now out it comes. Toledo making a break. Got a headman in the puck.
Last minute of the period.
But it's Holmstrom who couldn't get the play. At the net. Around behind it comes. Komets on the way back. They've got a breaking man. The big guy going in left side. Drops to the point. Here's the shot. Off behind the net. Came the far wall. As out of his zone again. Komets with a good forecheck that time. Ooh, trying to center. That was Embach. Came back up the wall at center ice. Komets with it again. Up they come into the zone. Drop it. Nope, got to play with it again. They take everybody just skated by the puck. All right, it's the Komets. They will make the move as Bartow coming back out to center. Backhanded into the corner by Petryk. Komets get their line changed all the way down.
In forecheck.
And a good forecheck by Perlini. Wipes his guy out, but can't hold it. Squirts back up. Mercier coming out with it and goes cross rink on the play. They had to wait and get everybody on side. It's wide on the right wing. Look out, and nice save. Big save.
Will's going to get a penalty on that call.
That was a bad call.
Yeah, he made the save on the play.
On a poke check.
Yeah, well, I think his pad caught him, but
maybe
it was the save he made on the play with his pad.
Yeah.
As he slid out, he caught the player's skate as he was going by, and I think that's where the penalty is going to come from.
Yeah,
a tripping penalty going to go to Will.
That's
a bit of a cheapie.
It really is.
Yeah.
1959.
Yeah, Gary Graham's not happy about that right now. Coming at 0.5 seconds in the period.
Or Roman Will. 2 minutes tripping.
Yep, that's what they gave him. That's a cheapie.
It is. You know, you got to reserve my comment on
that. Let's get the draw right now.
Yeah, let's get it and get out of here right now. Shots on goal, 12-8 favor Komets. And we're waiting for more
conversation. Put a man in the box, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to put Sid in the box for 5 seconds. For half a...
0.5.
0.5. Here we come. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie it up, and they get it, and that's the end of that. So at the end of one, it is power play coming for Toledo to begin period number 2. Shots on goal, 12-8 favor the Komets, and there was no scoring, and just the second penalty of the game occurred with 0.5 seconds left in the first period on a call to Roman Will, who was just kicking the puck out of the net and trying to do his job.
Yeah, so the Komets will be a man short to start the period. That's the important part. And a good, solid period by both teams.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list. With the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. But hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, and only at your Chevy dealer. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, we'll just pull the plug. I have nothing to report. Scoreboard's blank. Couple of penalties, saves 12-8 favor the Komets and shots on goal. But it's just been up and down, seesaw, Marjorie Daw, and, you know, what the heck. They paid to see goals scored and haven't seen any yet. But we'll get that warmed up for you as well. And there will be other games to report on around the ECHL. Don't have the scorecard on them yet. But because of all the stuff that's going on here tonight, and we're pinking the rink one more time, and as long as we have Linda Hauk here, we're going to spend as much time as we can with her. I hope you don't mind, because I don't. So right now, though, before we get going, let's pay for a little bit of this. This is Komet Hockey.
Michael's Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michael's is a positive image. Don't fall in the "it's good enough" trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michael's. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details, subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
It's the Dodge Boys here from Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and your best deal always starts at GlenbrookDodge.com. Right, Ryan?
That's right, Matt. I just went to GlenbrookDodge.com, searched the inventory, and found a brand new Dodge Dart with a backup camera, Bluetooth audio, and an 8.4-inch touchscreen, all for just $199 a month.
All you have to do is go to GlenbrookDodge.com. Right, Casey?
Matt, we have ingenuity and value at every trim of the 2015 Dynamic Chrysler 200 Limited. It does everything you'd ever want in a car, and it's redesigned inside and out, and you get $6,000 off.
That's a huge discount. Just go to GlenbrookDodge.com. What else, Ryan?
Matt, I was on GlenbrookDodge.com and found a brand new 2015 Dodge Ram with up to $12,000 off. Crazy deals on GlenbrookDodge.com.
And check this out. You can shop over 500 vehicles at the comfort of your own home at GlenbrookDodge.com.
And don't forget the Dodge Boy promise, because we're going to beat any competitor's deal guaranteed.
So come get a Dodge Boy deal during our auto show event under the giant American flag, or jump online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there is calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming in the car. Hurry. Please hurry if there's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors. A real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Wow.
So.
Hey, we are here, by golly. I knew we'd be back and get this thing going. And, of course, Pink the Rink is going hot and heavy again tonight. And we're back, and we're going to have some conversation with Linda Hauk. We had a lot of it going here last night. And one thing we have discovered is that one of the hottest commodities being sold down there are pink pucks, right, Linda?
Yes, the pucks have been sold out tonight.
Wow, already?
Yes, already. Last night, I think it was just the beginning of the second period that we sold out, but it was sold out before the beginning of the first period.
Whoa.
Actually. Before the game even started, they sold out.
Send the volunteers home. Huh?
I know. Although you can still go down and enter to win. We have a nice Vera Bradley luggage set.
Ooh,
that
goody,
they can
goody.
enter to win. And also at that same table, we have survivor gifts for our breast cancer survivors. They can go.
And what table or where do they give their silent auction bids?
The silent auction bids for the jerseys are down on, okay, I don't know the name, the main level by the ice cream shop.
Okay.
When they first walk in. And those jerseys are going very well. There's some nice bids going on.
They are. And as I said last night, they're very unique jerseys.
Yes,
I mean,
they're very nice. I love the colors.
There's only so many of them, and you got yourself a collector's item.
That's true.
Is that going to be yours?
Actually, it's for the foundation. We use this for our auction.
Okay.
That we'll put it in our auction, and actually, one of the jerseys is going to be signed by the whole team.
Good.
So I told them last night, I go, let's get it signed by the whole team, win the cup, and it'll even be more valuable.
Bingo. That's exactly right. We'll have a party with that, no doubt about it. Now, the proceeds from this are just a part of the overall pump you're priming for breast cancer.
Yes. Last year, we raised, with events like this, events that we do, we raised $3.2 million.
Wow.
And 100% of that goes down to IU, to the Vera Bradley Research Laboratories at the IU Cancer Center. We have 43 amazing researchers that are doing incredible work down there. And they've done a lot of, they've learned a lot. They've learned that cancer is pretty complex.
I'll bet.
So they're learning about the cancer, they're learning about the treatment, and one of the big focuses our researchers are doing is taking that person into mind, because that person's DNA, everybody reacts different to treatments and their cancer treatment. So it's a big puzzle that they're trying to figure out, but it's amazing. They're saving lives down there.
Well, the thing about it is, if it weren't for groups like yours and Vera Bradley that can afford them the money for the research, where in the world would it come from?
Right. Because, a lot of things, money from the government or, those type of grants aren't as plentiful.
And there's no strings attached to yours at all.
There is no strings attached. All it does is we go directly to the researchers and, we want you to find a cure.
Now, what time of the year, or is that just given as the year goes by and regular amounts, or do you have certain donor times?
What we do is our fiscal year is at the end of October, and that's when we announce how much we raise and that we give. So we sent them the money about the beginning of January.
Okay.
So each year we have donated to them over $23 million. And we have recommitted another $15 million, which we're $3 million into. So we're working hard to give them as much funds as possible.
That's really fantastic. And of course, the significance of it all is that the Vera Bradley Foundation and the Vera Bradley Corporation are all women-driven, and they've been an incredible success worldwide with product. And of course, they're sharing it in such a good way. Their good fortune is being passed on to other people less fortunate.
Yes, and then teaming up with people like the Komets, that are just as community-oriented.
Yeah.
Together we're making a difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't take just one organization, one person, but, little girls that hold a bake sale for us once. They get $100, but every little bit
That's
helps.
right. A buck is a buck wherever you happen to go.
Exactly.
Now, when we're done with this, and of course you also have your Classic, which is that's one of the premier sporting events in Fort Wayne.
Yes. Well, we also tout that it's the country's largest amateur golf and tennis tournament. We've done our research.
No kidding.
We've not found one that's larger than ours.
All right.
Yes, and that's May 29th through June 1st, and actually registration goes live on Tuesday, February 3rd.
Right on time.
So yes, and then both the golf tournament, the 9-hole and 18-hole, and the tennis tournament sell out. So it's so.
Are these all handicap tournaments or?
No.
Scrambles or?
They're scrambles, and for the 18 holes, a little more competitive. We have a competitive division and non-competitive.
Okay.
Competitive. 9 holes, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
I always feel like I've only gotten a half a golf round on 9 holes. But at this point in time, anyone is eligible. You put your teams together, raise your money, and tease it up.
Exactly, and it's a lot of fun. It's a fun
What courses do you play on?
The tennis is played at Wildwood Racket Club. The 9 hole is played at Pine Valley Country Club, and then the 18 hole is played at Sycamore Hills.
Ooh, boy, that's a tough golf course. I don't care if anybody says.
Oh yeah, the ladies even say it's a little tough, and it's getting tougher.
I give them credit for coming back every.
Oh yes.
In face of that adversity, no doubt about it. And Linda's kind of the whip behind all this stuff that goes on. And she told me last night that her group is 4 people.
Yes. We have 4 staff members, and so we rely 100% on volunteers. So we got an amazing group of volunteers that help put all these events on,
Unbelievable.
Support us.
Now, if you're going to register a golf team, where do you do that? Are there many places?
Well, you go to verabradley.org.
Yep.
And you click on the classic link, and there'll be a register button right there. And then also, gentlemen, because it is a women's tournament.
Yes.
The gentlemen can get involved. They can be scorekeepers.
Ah, there you go.
It's a fun day. It's a lot of fun. And so, yes, men can go online now as well and volunteer to scorekeep.
Well, there you are. I mean, once we finish pinking the rink here and get this money counted, they're going for the big stuff at the Classic. And fortunately, next Tuesday is when registration starts. Get your teams. All 4-man teams or 4-person teams?
Yes, 4-person teams. And then tennis is a 2.
Yeah. That sounds like an incredible situation. I know I've been witness to some of the stuff, and it's obvious. A well-run tournament has happy people.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people with smiles out at your Classic, believe you me.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, let's get this one over now. We're going to have any, there will be no accounting on this, at least till you get your silent auction out of the way.
Right. The silent auction, once that's all, and we tally all those funds, we've raised usually over $10,000.
Good stuff.
Events.
Good stuff.
So, yes, it's amazing.
Thanks, Comet fans, and I know everyone appreciates it as well, so good stuff. Well, thanks for coming by again, and we'll keep an eye on it. And if you ever need a shout from somebody regards a little time or a little sports time, you come back up or see us at the station. We may be able to do a commentary on it as well.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
Would be fun, indeed.
That would be fun.
Well, Linda, thanks, and congratulations for a job well done.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, that's our story. And, of course, the good folks at Vera Bradley, always on top of every situation, all the time. Be back in a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at Fort Wayne's famous ConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
Friday nights, it's the granddaddy of them all. The Score with Fort Wayne's best. Tommy Schegler, Dean Pantazzi, and Jen Horman highlighting Northeast Indiana's high school gridiron and hoops action. Then, when others go dark, we're just getting started with more of The Score at 11:35 on sister station MyTV Fort Wayne. Add in Sound Off. Sound Off with the Komets, the Tin Caps, 18 Komet road games, and sports specials year-round. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Fleer Diedrich.
I wanted to reinvent my career. I'm very good with numbers, and as a former Air Force mechanic, I know the value of the right training. That's why I'm getting my accounting degree at IWU.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWU Journeys.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, we are ready to go almost for second period play as there's no score in period number 1. Toledo will start off the second period with a power play as a penalty called against the Komets goaltender Roman Will right at the end of the period with 0.5 of a second left as he was in breaking up a rush. Went over and slid out the big blocker and then kicked with his goalie stick, and when he did, he tripped somebody up and they crashed in the corner, and that was it. So the goaltender gets a penalty. All right, both teams are back out, and I imagine the tempo will increase a little bit here with Toledo starting out with a power play. Shots on goal at the end of 1, 12-8. They did favor the Fort Wayne Komets. Between periods 2 and 3, C.J. Severin will be my guest, and a very interesting young man, very articulate young guy, as are all the Komets. There's quite a bunch, I'll tell you. Good gang all the way down the line. So they'll be all set and ready to go at that one. So let's see how we go here. Period number 2. Oh, baby. Go get them, and we got to get something going here in a hurry. By the way, if you hockey fans always wanted to kind of lace them up and never learned how to play as a child, Sport One Parkview Ice House has a program for you. The Adult Instruction League, an instructional league combining the competitiveness of league play with basic skill development and instruction from certified bench coaches. For more information or to register for the next session of the AIL, visit icesports.com/Fort Wayne. You'll love it. Great exercise as well. And maybe we'll be scouting you. Who knows, eh? Not really. But it's fun.
Well, we start the second period a man short, so a big penalty kill right here for the Komets.
Ups and down on his hinder right off the bat goes the D-man. Lacoste, he was backing up and kind of tripped over the blue line is what happened there. All right, Komets clear the puck length of the rink on a good move there by the Komet defender Krug. Just sort of snuck around behind the net and rifled it. When you make them come 200 feet, at least you know where they're coming from. Here they go back in the corner again. Ups and Krug went to make a pass and he missed it. But here's Schrocker coming out. Get it out of there. That up, boy. Make them come out it again. So that's twice they've had to go the length of the rink and were thwarted. Here they come one more time. Back out towards center to the Fort Wayne line. Going wide left. They walk in on the left side. Trying to get a shot away. No shot there. Komets with Saul. Turning it back up the wall. Embach puts it way up in the air. And it's out at central zone again. Sims now making a spin. Turns wide. They got that winger wide on the left side. But Simmer couldn't get there in the nick of time. Komets send it back out ice. And backhanded all the way inside the zone again. We're down to 50 seconds, and they've been lucky to just get across the line. They fake a shot here, and in they come around behind the net. Nobody there. Komets send it back the other way again.
Broken up again.
Right
nice
back
play.
Inside the line. Good penalty kill by the Komets. Nothing fancy. Just get rid of it.
30 seconds left.
Here they come on a big rush one more time. Jenks going into the zone, stops outside, turns in behind the net, dug off by Luciani, and the Komets try to steal that one. It came down front. Whoa, look out.
Oh, there's Will
nice
again.
Save, Will.
Whoa,
and it's
in the crease.
laying in the crease, and it was cleared out of there as it was Krug who cleared it out. Here they come again, and they miss another one. Round behind the net. And, bad pass, but here comes Szydlowski, moves it out to neutral ice, chops it all the way back in the corner, and the Komets on the line change. Nice penalty kill.
Yep, all
Good
even.
penalty kill. Crowd appreciated that one. Here they come, back out at center. Into the zone, down deep in the corner behind the net. Will leaves it there. Where's it going? He had a little trouble with it, but here they come again. Up ice Komets. A nice lead pass going cross rink now. Muir wheels it wide left on the net. Deep in the corner, right to the goal mouth. Good move there as Petryk set it up. Komets crossing in front of the net. Muir couldn't stuff it in. And no, it was Perlini who couldn't stuff it in.
Yeah, Lear right at the net
Right
there, and he
at
made a nice save on it.
So
87-14.
we survived. A good crowd. Yes, indeed. One of the bigger ones of the year.
87-14. Nice crowd.
And boy, I guess the Vera Bradley crew are having a great time.
Yeah.
Making money hand over fist for breast cancer. Good stuff. It's fun when you can work with people who dedicate their lives to that stuff. Now they're seesawing the puck around pretty good at the moment. Back it comes to the Fort Wayne defense as Will Lacoste comes cross rink back up the wall. They bump it in, but it's intercepted as Embach sends it off to his right wing, back up at the half mark. Barnes goes into the zone. Komets take over again. They fight their way to the corner, as that time it was Muir's. They scramble for this one, get it back in the corner again, and around behind the net, dug off the wall. Good hit as coming around the corner, Nightingale, and he got smoked by Petryk, I'll tell you. Komets at their own blue line. Saul playing a little catch. Up they come. They've got room. They put it at the net. It goes wide and high. Komets keep it on the half wall deep left side, trying to move it back into the corner. Here we come. Lowry's got it. He's taken off the play. Toledo back on the rush at center. Here comes Clare. Can't make it. They meet him at center ice. Here are the Komets, so back behind the net. Around we come, and a tip pass. Attaboy. Let's go. Let's go. Getting a little bit too there we go. Bad pass, trying to move it in their own end. They had a chance to go somewhere, and this one right through the goal crease. Here's another one that's wide. Komets come up with this one. They've got it. Wheeling it out, throwing it out at center ice. Embach. You just want to get rid of it. Here they come back in the zone again. Komets have it as around behind the net, and they throw it right back into a crowd. Daniels. Guy was standing on the wall, and he just gave it to him. Holmstrom. Here they come, trying to move it up ice. Komets have this one going. Lead pass into the zone. Nice little play and catch in the corner. Embach, a backhander wide of the net. Komets try to keep it in the zone. Couldn't do it. As they just couldn't reach far enough. Saul couldn't, with his big arm, still couldn't figure it. Here we come. Komets again. Up on the wall. Goes all the way to center. As Embach got surprised by a hard pass coming around the wall. Saul's got it again. Tips behind the net. Here's Lacoste. Lacoste comes back and gives it away at the point again, but he did get it outside the blue line. Now picked off the D-man Holmstrom, making a rush to center. Tries to lead it off and dump it to the corner. Luciani, you got to watch this guy. He can score from anywhere. And the tougher it gets, the quicker he can score. Here we go. Komets coming into the zone. Into the corner. Drive, and they missed the net.
Is that Higgs again?
Yep, it was the same kid again.
Schrock, not Schrock.
Schrocky that time. He and Higgs skate kind of alike, boy. They put it on and make it work. Here we come again. Komets down the wall. Up we come. Trying to move it again. Schrock can't finish it. Up it comes. The race on for the puck will be won by Krug. And here comes Krug back on his way to center. Into the zone. Tips it wide. Somebody took a run at him, but he saw him coming. Here comes Toledo the other way. Back it goes into the corner. It'll be chased down behind the net that time as Quaile trying to make a move on it. He's mucking it up. They got a man out front waiting around, so there's not any extra traffic in white in the wrong places. as he's got his guy covered up.
Give us the whistle. Come on.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. You know, it's just crazy. For the good of the game. Nice pass. Komets in they go. Quaile's got it. He's heading in on the zone. All the way wide. Where's he going to go? At the net. Oh, man.
On the net that
he
time.
surprised him that time, and Krug had to really turn it up. Here they come again. This one deflected. Kept at the line. Quaile dumps it into the corner. Komets after it again. Going in deep as Perlini. Chased his man. Up the wall they come. Kept by the Komets. Right at the blue line. It's bumped loose. Back it comes Fort Wayne. As it will be Bartow. Cross-rink dumping it back in the corner. And they were, what, an inch away from center ice. And they take an icing call.
Bartow needed to take a half a step. And he was over. And no icing call. The face-off comes back into the Komet zone.
We're still scoreless. Period number 2 with 13.5 to go. This is Komet hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak at Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
We're having a little trouble.
Yep.
We're
one going one way, one going the other way.
And the puck went the third way. Fortunately, no white shirts were close to it, or we'd have been in trouble. Here we come into the zone. It's Embach, front of the net. That is deflected on a good back check that time. It's coming in hard on the play was Claire. Komets have it up top again. To the left point, Saul at the net. Chipped it wide. Picked back up again. Right over Embach's stick. As Saul ties his guy up pretty well. Comes back with the puck. Here we come. This time Szydlowski. And he goes. Feeds it up to the trailer. As Embach coming through, but he couldn't get there in time. Embach's got it again. He waits. He and Szydlowski together.
The trailer.
Oh, look out. They had the trailer where they wanted him, too. Here's Saul back up. Another one deflected wide on the net. Embach, in he goes, wrapped up down deep in the corner. Toledo back with the puck, and out of the zone they come. Komets take over again. And up the line, unable to handle that one, was Lowry. Got it in his feet. And Toledo dumps it in deep, gets a line change, and here come the Komets back up ice. Daniels. He's over center, flips it way up in the air and off behind the net. Dug off the wall that time. Barnes tried to move it wide. Nobody at the point, and they got there. Here we come, cross rink on the play. Off the side of the net, tipped wide as Sid changed direction, but he was not in the right spot.
Check.
Pretty good hit down there, Lowry. As this Lowry's a pretty salty kid. He turns around. Here's Bartow, gets away from his guy. Came back up the wall. Don't get fancy, buddy. Here they go. Got a man up top. They get it out front. Good defensive play there. As that was a good defensive play by Lowry as he took his man right off the corner. Oh, look out, and they got a rebound.
The rebound come off the backboard and hopped right over the Komet defensive stick.
Mercier.
And Will standing there by surprise. He, as it hopped over, he realized there was trouble, and a one-timer before anybody could pick up the loose puck or get in position again. Toledo goes ahead 1-0.
First one on the board, Mercier picking it up at 8:38 of period number 2, 1-0 Toledo. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee. At participating U.S. restaurants.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, they scored again. Now 2-0 Toledo as they scrum for it at center ice. Here's Saul with the puck, turning it back up on a give and go. Saul breaks to center. On the wing, it is going to be on the far side, trying to get a play. all the way to the point as Daniels couldn't hold the pass. Turned by Szydlowski behind the net. Fighting through a hard check that time is Embach, and the puck came back to Toledo, and here they come up the right side. Luciani into the Fort Wayne zone around the far corner. Daniels coming after it, flips it out to center, and back it goes inside the Toledo zone, chased down by Niedermiel, and up it comes as he ends his pass up ice, and it's Toledo. And right now they can do no wrong. They make it work pretty well. But now 3-on-2 the other way.
Komets.
Where are we going with it? Here we go.
Here we are.
It's a drive.
Szydlowski missed it.
And he missed it again. Komets with Saul. Far side. Picked back off by Lowry. Lowry trying to move it off to Embach. Embach had it. Couldn't finish. Up they come.
Penalty, Komets again.
Embach will have a tripping call.
And Toledo taking their time as they get the goalie out.
And look at the forecheck put on there by Perlini. It comes loose, and there we go. So it's Embach who will take
tripping,
a
hooking
trip call, I believe.
Hooking call.
10:04.
Yeah. And the 2 goals, Toledo, 8:38. Mercer, that was the bad bounce to come off the backboard. 16 seconds later, Toledo comes right back. They make a nice play on it as they catch the Komets a little flat-footed, feed the man in the high slot. Will, man on man, and the good shot by the Barnes. He makes the goal, and that gives them the 2-0 lead. So 16 seconds apart, they take 2 goals.
All right, we got to get back into this one right now. This is Komet hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. This is Komet Hockey.
All right, back we come. Power play on for Toledo right now as we dump the puck down the far zone. 2-0 Toledo. Bang, bang. 8:38 and 8:54. Here they come into the zone wide right. Komets break that up. Trying to poke check it loose. They got a man up front. Look out. One guy down in front of the net. They got to move him out of there.
Power play Toledo. Heads up.
Look at this. Krug's got a battle and a half going in front of the net. Here we come. Trying to find a shot. Don't have it yet. Around they come far side. Krug cut his guy off. They jam away and clear it the length of the rink.
That Krug keeps position on him and is able to out-muscle him. When the puck comes out in front, they clear the puck for him.
He's a great guy when you have to go muck it up. He's strong and has no fear. Here comes Toledo back at it to go, though Shane Sims walks in, feeds it out on the half, all the way back to the point. Jenks can't get it, and they try to get it moving. They change their wingers is in a hurry. Here comes Lampe. Back out Lampe from the point on the half wall, all the way left point. They look down the left corner. Round behind the net. Komets after this one. Saul took his guy off the play and fired it right back.
Hit somebody.
Hit a Toledo player and stayed in the zone. Here they come cross rink as Lampe with the big beard moves it up. Came all the way right side. Drive and
on the net. Will's
no
got it.
further action on the play.
Shot from the point as they moved it back and forth. The shot down low. Will gets down in there right into the pads, makes the save. No rebound, and the Komets get time to change the lines up with 27 seconds in power play.
So 2-0 right now. The score in favor of Toledo, and this is Komet hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, national Nationally known, locally owned, America's #1 sleep shop. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Still can't get it out. Crocker got it now.
Yeah. Referee got in the way that time. They tried to move it, and that forecheck has just got him killed. Here they come at center ice. Severin is, and
he pulled down.
I guess so. He was gonzo, and Lampy pulled him down from behind.
Yeah, I think that was Higgs that tried to burst the speed down the ice there, and or was it Severin, 22?
Severin,
Might have been Severin, 22. As he got pulled down from behind. Komets will go on power play. So let's turn it around and get it back quickly.
We need it in a hurry. That one came at 12 minutes and 24 seconds.
Still time, lots of time.
Yep.
Let's make this power play work. It looked terrible last night.
First one's a hard one.
Yeah, we've had one power play tonight, and it didn't work very well either. So let's make something work on this one.
All right, Lowry goes in, trying to make the move. The puck hasn't come off the wall yet. Now they send it in Fort Wayne corner. As it's Bartow coming back up on the wing right side. Komets cut to the traffic. Here goes Szydlowski, and he lost it. It rolled off his stick.
Yeah, he usually doesn't lose control of it, but this time he does. Toledo dumps it down. The Komets regroup.
All right, here we come again. First man through takes the pass. Driven in behind the net hard that time. Far wall. Embach going in. Puts pressure on the puck. Mercier's got it, though. They come back out with it. Komets had it on the wall, and it came off the stick of Embach. Back they come, kept in the zone. On the half wall, it's still going to be Lowry. Lowry going deep. Out comes the puck. Checked away. Here's Bartow coming to center. And look out. Coming wide, moving it. And again, it's the Komets trying to move it wide. Can't get it back in the corner. And out it comes at the point, and it clears length of the rink. So the penalty clock's still running. It's Szydlowski back for it. Here they come up the wall, and a little casual on that one, I'll say that. And they're going to make a play on it and go back in their own zone. Perlini gets a forecheck on that one, and now the Komets have it taken away again. All right, here we come as, again, this time Severin tried to make a play. It bounced up in the Fort Wayne bench.
Yeah.
And there looks like there's no urgency all of a sudden.
No, well, the power play, as we said last night, wasn't working very well, and it sure as heck hasn't been solved yet. So they're having their problems coming up the ice together, getting possession, and moving the puck around and setting up a nice shot.
We look better shorthanded. Here we Severin now off the wall. Then they come to the zone and drop loose. Severin's got it back. Skates his way through the defense around behind the corner. Now he cuts right into a lot of traffic, and he's forechecked hard down the corner. And he had a wide open guy in the half wall right side. They scrum for it. Nothing going yet. Still trying to poke it loose. Still nothing going. Still nothing going. Here they come. Did they get it? They move it up the middle, and they couldn't get a shot.
Toledo all even.
Look out. Here we come again. Cross rink.
Here's a shot.
Severin with a drive.
Missed the net.
Went wide all the way back. It goes to the Fort Wayne line.
5-on-5.
Back we come one more time. Komets D setting up behind the net, ready to get this one on the go. Daniels waiting around. Can't wait any longer, buddy. You got to move it.
He's got to come out of there. They're going to blow the whistle if he doesn't start to headman the puck.
And there we go. The first thing we get is a bad pass into the zone, all the way in the front of the net, turned wide up on the right wing, picked off by Barnes, who sends wide left into the zone. They come, trying to back across the defense, and they get a man left side. Good save. As Will makes the move there. Right in front of the net, Schwab. He's tied up by Lacoste. Komets move it in deep. As down
Higgs.
Deep into the corner that time. It was Quaile who managed to move the puck. He's in on the forecheck, or no, Higgs, I'm sorry. And Higgs has to leave it off behind the net. Here comes Toledo. Back at it again. Chipped in wide of the net. They had to make a play on it.
Slowed down quite a bit right now.
On the goal. Yeah, it's they're trying to figure it out, I think, and they're not quite sure what they're going to do with it. Here we come back. At the line, into the zone. Good going as Quaile came wading in through a pile of people. Tried to hang on to it. and he makes a good back check. Up ice we come. Moving again is Pistilli. Pistilli gets around his check off behind the net. Feeds it off the far wall, and he gets an elbow right smack in the kisser.
Yeah.
Big one.
That hurt him. He's going after somebody now.
He took care of it there for a minute, yeah. As he got racked pretty hard by, that was Lampy.
Yeah, Toledo cutting in.
Here they come back into the zone, around the far zone. Don't back up on them. Make them pay. Komets coming through. Pistilli into Embach. Embach there. He looks, shoots, and it's deflected high. Komets hang on to it. Up the wall, Szydlowski. Here's Sid feeding it loose on the zone. Left side, Saul with a drive. It went wide.
Nobody there for the deflection.
Coming out at the point. Daniels skates it down at center ice. Along the line, here we come again into the zone. Here's
Szydlowski walking in.
Off the wall, they get a shot.
Missed it. Couldn't get the puck.
And it rolled right through the goal crease, and they couldn't finish it. 3 on 1. 4 on 1. Now coming back was Muirs. Will.
Here we go, opening up now.
Pistilli at center. Lead pass into the zone. Here it is, Daniels down in front. They couldn't get a shot away. Good defense. Came back up the wall as Muirs wiped out. He's pulled off hard by Holmstrom. Back it goes, Fort Wayne zone. Komets with it again. Trying to move it up the ice, Quaile. Comes to center. They get by 1. Into the zone, Komets again. As at the line, the shot hanging on the goaltender.
Came from Perlini.
You cannot beat this kid if he's got to look at you. You got to misdirect or you can't score on him.
Well, we saw 2 things there too. The Komets broke in on a good play coming off the wing. They tried to cut in front. He came out with the poke check and made a nice save off the poke check. And then this one from the angle here, he stood his ground and got the puck.
This is Komet hockey.
It's time to get financially fit with Partners First Federal Credit Union. Right now through April 30th, transfer your high-interest credit card balances to a Partners First Visa card with an introductory rate as low as 3.99% for 18 months with no balance transfer fee. Terms and conditions may vary depending on your creditworthiness. Lose all that high-interest debt weight today and become financially fit at Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow.
Partners First Credit Union.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, back goes Krug to make a play. He's hit down on the wall in the corner. Komets wide left coming to the line. 2 minutes left in the period. Trying to poke it inside the corner that time was Lacoste. Can't finish it off. Perlini down on the wall. Muirs checks his guy.
Yeah, that got deflected up in the screen. Now a little pushing and shoving in the corner. Who we got over there? Muirs in the middle of it again.
And Lampy's in on it. Somebody else down there pushing away.
Yeah, a little more talking than pushing, but they finally break it up. The linesman, the faceoff will probably stay inside the Toledo zone as it got deflected up into the screen.
All right, we're 2-0 Toledo. Got to get back into this thing. This is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Lowry there.
Here we come. Komets, a lot of pressure, but time is running out.
And a couple of shots.
Toledo trying to get back down deep into the corner. Flying after it is Bonas. Bonas is checked off on the puck, and it goes wide. Came to center. Drive. Ooh, and on the corner of the net, Bonas was there, and he couldn't deflect it home. Komets are having trouble in their own end. Lots of it. Here they come back at center now as Szydlowski puts pressure on the puck. Toledo coming back to center on the attack. Luciani going in. Feeds it off top. Look out. Luciani there again. Cleared out in front. Give him a look. And that's broken up. Cleared right back inside the Toledo zone. Recovered there by Clare. As the Walleyes on the attack, moving in left, fired around behind the net, coming up on the half wall right side. Trying to get to it was Holmstrom, and he's knocked loose on the play. Komets coming wide, and they still have to move it. Get out of there right now. and it's intercepted, but the Komets do get it back, fed into the zone. Here we come with Severin and a drive, and hanging on is the goaltender again. Lurg just gobbles it up, and there is no rebound.
Yeah, that shot came from the angle way out, hoping for a rebound, but Lurg just got a hold of it and just killed the play right there. They'll go for the face-off with 21 seconds left in this second period in their own zone.
He's so short, the crossbar's on his neck.
Reminds me of a few young goalies.
Yeah, here we come. Another face-off. Komets get this one back in the corner as it's sent down deep into the zone by the Komet D-man Bartow. Round behind the net, trying to get it again. They're in jamming hard on the play. Pistilli had it, couldn't finish it off. Up the slot, keep it alive, get a shot. He got it, but over the top of the net. Down they come. Severin right out front, jamming again. Where's the puck? Buzzer, end of period number 2, and the score 2-0 in favor of the Toledo Walleyes. This is Komet hockey.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken. Packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
WOWO AM and FM, Fort Wayne.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
We needed a coffee break right about there, Robbie. The way things were going. Again, I thought we upped the tempo and increased it and got rather furious, but we just couldn't do a thing with the biscuit when we got it.
Well, it was a pretty even period all the way through that second, except somebody was going to get a break, and Toledo got the first break. It was a shot that missed the net, come off the backboards, hop right over the goaltender and the defensive stick, Bartow, and right on the Mercer stick of Toledo, and he one-timed it in the net before anybody could get themselves in position and help out. So that was a quick one. And then it just seemed like they went into a phase, and before you know it, 16 seconds later, Barnes scores again, makes it 2-0. Then it just got into a bit of a funk, and we got ourselves into more trouble when we took a power play advantage and weren't able to do anything with it. And then finally, the last 2 minutes of the period, we had a couple of offensive chances, and the pace picked up, and we got going again. But Toledo, a pretty solid hockey team, and that's why they're in first place. They adjusted and played a pretty defensive hockey game, and basically sitting on the 2-goal lead right now.
One thing, they don't panic at any moment.
No.
Whenever things get a little busy, they go back in their own end, recycle the play, and go back at it again.
And they're starting to do this defensive zone, 5 players in their defensive zone. Then they move 5 players up in the center zone, line up, wait for the Komets to come at them.
So at that point in time, you don't have many places to go, and they've got
Dump
the
it in and go get it. That's
you
about
can't
it,
even, you can't even go wide on them and hope to spread them out. They're there.
Yeah, they've got that 2 goals, and you're going to have to get a break to get a goal against them.
And then you get this little Jeff Lurgan goal besides for them, and this kid is at best one of the best, and you give him 2 goals and look out, buddy.
Yeah, he's played 24 games, 19 wins, 3 losses, 237 goals against compared to 275 for Will, and he's played great again tonight.
Yeah. And, of course, you've got to have somebody scoring to get your goals average down as well. And that's been the problem there. So the first period, we just had a couple of penalties. Mercier at 8:41 for a rough, and Will a trip at 19:59. 12-8, Komets outshoot him. Now, in the second period, it was, let's see, Mercier had a penalty at 8:30. No, he scores at 8:38, sorry. And then Barnes at 8:54, bang, bang. And they were up 2. Then at 10:04, Embach picks up a hook call. And Lampe at 12:24 picked up an interference call. Shots on goal in that second period. We ended up even out at 18-18, but the Komets had 6 shots, and it was 10 shots for the Toledo Walleyes. So there you have the totals at the end of 2 periods of play. The Komets down by a couple, needing things to happen in a hurry. C.J. Severin, my guest, will be back in just a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'DanielAuto.com.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
This is Kaylee Schrott, catching a quick workout at Spiece Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Spiece. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Spiece Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Spiece family today.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all, breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komet's choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, we got a fella here that has really adapted to whatever he's had to do, and he's adapted pretty doggone well. CJ Severn, are you a natural centerman?
Over the past few years playing pro, I'd have to say I've played left wing the majority of the time. I played a little bit of center throughout college, but I think I made the transition pretty well.
Yeah, and of course, not only that, but you make the transition and you get someplace, and all of a sudden, with the makeup and the character of this league, you're not sure who your wingers are going to be game in and game out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But year to year, that always happens, and especially game to game, guys are always getting called up. Guys are injured, so you definitely have to take it one game at a time. But I definitely like playing the center spot thus far, so hopefully I can continue to do well.
Well, yeah, that's the case. I mean, if you're in the game, there are fundamentals at every position, and if you're at least relatively well steeped in the fundamentals, the game comes to you.
No, exactly. I think that the biggest part of it is if you can play center, you can play wing. A lot of times guys play wing, and when they come back in the defensive zone, they're kind of a little out of place down low. But playing center and having that under my belt and playing left wing as well, I think the positions kind of go hand in hand.
It sort of makes you appreciate the whole setup a lot more, doesn't it?
No, it definitely does. You definitely have to play the full length of the ice, and definitely work hard in the defensive zone.
Last night we had one of those hiccups. We just couldn't get it. The hockey gods didn't like us last night.
They did not. No, I thought we played well as a team. I thought we passed up on a lot of opportunities to shoot the puck, but in the other cases, our power play wasn't clicking last night. We had lots of opportunities on the power play, and we just couldn't get one. But that happens. But hopefully here tonight, special teams will get us a win.
I'm not sure now whether it was you or not. In the third period, walked in off the right side, and you took a shot. You had a wide open side of the net, and I don't know how it got out of there. I said scored. I couldn't help it. It looked like it was in.
And you know what? It was actually Petryk. I was on the ice, and before the puck even left his stick, my hands were in the air, but it went off the post. But he's still looking for his first goal, and hopefully it comes here soon.
Well, that's always the crest you have to break. That first one. Once you get the egg cracked, the rest of it runs.
No, that's exactly right. Once you get that monkey off your back and you get that first one, you kind of get a little confidence and you keep going from there. So hopefully tonight as a group we can get one early and just keep building and building.
Where'd you play your college hockey?
I played college hockey at The Ohio State University.
Yeah, Buckeye. Where's home for you?
Home is just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a small town called Beaver.
I know where Beaver, Pennsylvania is, by golly. In fact, I'm trying to think if Joe Paterno had something to do with that town.
Yep, and a lot of people know Joe Namath. He's from a nearby town, Beaver Falls area. A lot of NFL quarterbacks have come out of Western PA, kind of the area where I'm born and raised.
So you belong to somebody?
I do. You mean my wife?
Well, your wife. How about any contractual obligations beyond that?
No, I'm actually under contract right now with Lake Erie Monsters. I'm under a two-way contract for this season.
So you got to get up and have a look and give them a chance to let you know what you're worth, eh?
No, exactly. That's right. Hopefully here soon I can make my way up to the American League, but it all starts here, and hopefully I can keep continuing to play the way I am.
Have you played in the American League at all?
I played a little bit in the American League each year in my pro seasons. Couple games here and there in different organizations, Wilkes-Barre, Utica, and Charlotte. So hopefully I can make my way up to Lake Erie as well and add to the resume.
It's a little surprising when you see the talent level in this league, which is really good. What a gap there is sometimes between this and the American League.
No, that's exactly right. I think, it's the overflow effect. There's a lot of great players in this league, a lot of guys who have been on previous NHL contracts, and, guys that are well-deserving for a spot in the American League. There's just injuries have to occur, and I think timing has a lot to do with it. So hopefully timing and things like that. But, there's a lot of great players in this league and guys who have played a lot of games in the American League, which makes this league so great.
How long have you been married?
Been married since this past July. So
Still bride and groom?
Oh, yeah. Honeymoon stage.
Where'd you meet your wife?
I met her at Ohio State at school.
Ohio girl?
She is. She's from a small town just outside of Toledo, Waseon, Ohio.
Okay, know exactly what it is as well. That's a great program at Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, the facilities are awesome, and the hockey team their program's turning around. They're looking to build a new arena for those guys, so I make the trip back there every summer and every off season, and we live in Columbus, so we both love it.
Get your degree?
I do.
Good for you.
Yep, I do. Financial management.
You might as well be an engineer, eh?
Yeah, there we go.
Well, CJ, I really appreciate your play, and I understand some of the things you're all going through, and you'd like to have everybody back you started with, but you have to do with what you have, and there's enough talent on this team. When you put them together and you're working on the right night, you can still beat anybody. You guys have a great work ethic.
No, that's exactly right, and, when guys get called up and guys are injured, Phi got called up, top-end guy, and Crowder has been injured for a while. Other guys have to step up, and I think other guys have showed that they can be put in certain situations, and that goes to show for our record.
Yeah, Krause, I know, is waiting to get back, and that's a crazy dang injury. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's one of those injuries, and I actually went through it my first year. I had a terrible ankle sprain, and it's one of those that just keeps nagging and nagging you. So he's coming back pretty quick here, and, I know he's itching to get back in the lineup.
This is a tough team to play tonight. They're extremely patient, well-organized, and well-disciplined.
No, they definitely are, and on top of that, they have a great team speed and a lot of skill on that team, but, we have the same exact thing, so I think it's a game between the top two teams in the East, and hopefully come out on top.
Go for it tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, good luck to you, eh?
Thank you very much, Bob.
CJ Severinson, my guest, be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Presenting the official list of things your husband will never buy. 100 powdered wigs, 5 electrolysis appointments, a 3-tiered cake stand made of bone china. But if your husband's identity is stolen, he could buy anything. Help protect you and your family from identity theft with Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium. To learn more, stop by your nearest Fifth Third Banking Center or visit 53.com/ID Alert. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. The benefits in Fifth Third Identity Alert and Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium are provided by Fifth Third's vendor, Affinion Benefits.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, 2-time Truck of the Year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at O'DanielAuto.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list. With the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. But hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, and only at your Chevy dealer. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
This is Komet Hockey.
Myers out-of-town scoreboard will get you a few brief ones here. Greenville's at Florida. They're tied 1-1. Second period just about to begin. Elsewhere, Wheeling and Kalamazoo tied 1-1. They're in the second period halfway through. Reading is at Cincinnati. They're tied 1-1 halfway through the second period. Elmira's at Indy, and Indy leads them 1-0 as they go into period number 2. All right, but this game now underway, and the first thing we get is an icing call from the opening faceoff. So that icing is against Toledo, and will be all the way back inside the Walleye zone. 2-0 Toledo at the end of 2, and the K's have to keep them off the board and grab a couple quick ones here.
I think it's pretty obvious they got to get that next goal to get things rolling.
Yeah, you give this outfit a three-goal lead, and you got more than you can handle. Believe me.
The one's the big thing.
Here we come, front of the net. They couldn't go. Oh man, do they cover the front of that net on a rebound? Whoa! The minute it dropped down in front, there was white all over pink everywhere. Here we come now, going the other way. Can't make it as Severn trying to come up in front. Look out. It's turned wide. Krug goes in, gets banged by Barnes, and moves it up the wall anyway. Now they get another one in front of the net as they intercept the outlet pass.
Will, nice save there.
Krug kind of guarding the blue, and nobody's getting close to him, but here they come the other way. Pistilli back in the corner hard, comes up with the puck. Now he overskated it. Toledo coming back with it. Moving right back up out of the zone, clear to center, Fort Wayne zone. Back in the corner, here is Saul heading his man off at the pass. Komets get it, can't finish it. Lowry trying to move it, sends it off behind the net as Embach a little late getting where he was going, and Saul down the wall is being pressed hard. Komets, Lowry back up ice. Komets give it away again. Here they come this time. Oh, got a lead pass into the zone.
Embach
Nicely,
walking
is there. He got the shot, and the save made by Lurg. They were all over him. You kind of enter a no man's land when you get close to the blue down there. Boy, do they cover. Saul going in deep now, trying to fight for the loose puck behind the net. Toledo still got it, trying to move it up. Luciani keeps it off all the way to the left wall. Left point turned aside again as Szydlowski wraps his guy at the point, Albrecht, and they finally grab, and it's up onto the screen, so they'll get a face-off. And the face-off, I do believe, will stay inside the Fort Wayne zone. Third period is underway with 18-14 still to go. It's 2-0 Toledo, and this is Komet Hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
While we were away, Brett Perlini dings one at 1:54, and we break the goose egg, and we're only one away from a tie with a lot of time to go.
Yeah, pretty innocent little shot, too. One-on-one, down he goes. The defenseman stood him up, but he let the shot go. Use him as a bit of a screen on the glove side, beats the goalie.
Fort Wayne, Komet goal. His 7th of the season, scored by number 10, Brett Perlini.
Komet's big forecheck now.
Assisting on the goal, number 21, Dylan Quaile. And number 7, Reed Petryk. Time to go 1 minute.
Petryk and Quaile get the assist. Around behind the net, look out. Came out front, and look out. Cleared wide. Everybody skated by the puck. They try. Now we're back on the board, and that says awaken the crowd. They've been waiting for this. Boy, that time Krug sits a dandy up as he meets Berschbach and bangs him right at center ice. Into the corner. Here we come. As Pistilli can't finish it off. Intercepted Toledo. Into the zone they go. Trying to get on by the corner guy. Can't get the job done. But up with the puck as he is hit off the play is Barnes. Komets have it. They try to flip it back out at center ice. In it comes. Komets have it again. Here's Embach. He's there. He looks, and cross-rink it comes to Szydlowski. Up top, shot save. Here we come again. Daniels overskated the play. Back up the wall it comes. Daniels got a chunk of it, but it's cleared. Here comes Toledo. They drive it down, Fort Wayne corner. Around behind the net after. Man, I got caught in the sneeze there. Sorry about that, but here come the Komets into the zone one more time. Weak pass floated across the line that time as Muir's trying to set it up. Couldn't finish the play. Here again, it's Bartow moving at center. Hesitated a while. They set up on him on the play.
Get in there, forecheck.
Down on the zone. Knocked down nicely that time by Petryk, and he ran into his own man out at the point. Here's a drive off behind the net. Good shot there. Rifled away by Quaile. Komets come after that one again into the zone. Komets as it's Perlini into the zone to Muirs. Muirs to Perlini down deep in the corner. Perlini still got it. He came off the wall. Muirs couldn't quite reach it. Now he's got
a man in front.
Oh, right up front, and he had a point man, but he didn't see him. Quaile was out there wide open.
They covered up pretty quickly.
All right, here we go. Bartow trying to move on his way out of the zone. Coming to center. Bad pass, but Muirs recovers it. He's going, boy, oh boy. If you get a goal on this, Muirs just
missed the net.
That was strictly a no-brainer. They're in such a hurry to get it, they're not waiting to make contact or control it. Here they come down in the zone, working hard as they send it out behind the net. Here's Quaile. As Quaile gets away from his guy one time, moves it up the wall and out at center. It is Petryk on his way, and it rolled off his stick. And the Komets, when they get the opportunity, just don't seem to have anything going right for them right now. Look out, good save again. Will is on top of everything that's going. Here they come at center ice. Komets get it back into the zone. Swept deep into the corner by Lowry. He follows it up down the wall. Almost had a steal, can't finish it up, and here they come at center. Komets intercept that. Moving it back into the zone. Here's Pistilli, a drive. Oh, boy, that one high here. Kept in the zone, as it's going to be Lacoste who sends it down, keeps it alive deep in the zone. Komets working hard down in the corner, trying to get the play out at the point. From the point, the shot knocked down.
Krug,
we got a breakaway. What's going to happen here? Will got it, and no further play, as right in front of him was Bonas. No play. 2-1 to score. Komets on the board. Period 3. 14.5 to go, and this is Komet hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Komets now in on the forecheck. Nice hit by Lowry. Kept his guy wide. Out at center ice. Komets have it back as Embach. Oh, he lost it, but he got it back. Feeds into his D-man. Up comes Saul. Works his way cross rink on this one. In it goes hard as Daniels in front of the net. Up top. Oh,
Lowry fanned on it.
Lowry fanned on the play. 3-on-1 coming the other way. Back in a hurry, though, and Daniels on a good move. A nice defensive play. Komets and overskating at Embach. Trying to get a man up front. Can't get it. Here they come. Nice save again. Jamming it up front. They still couldn't get it. Down in front of the net again.
Clear the puck, guys. Help them out.
All right, now we got it coming out the wall, and they send it to center ice. Here's Szydlowski. In goes Sid, taking a look. Pumps it deep into the corner. Komets trying to get a line change. Embach going deep, trying to tie it up. Keep it slowed down for a while. Here they come, though, moving out in front of the net. Bounced away by the D-man Embach. And out at center, Toledo on the rush to the Fort Wayne zone. Dumping it deep left side, covered off the wall in the left corner. Mercier coming wide. Komets get it back. Back we come again. Komets holding it there for a moment, getting it set. Here they come at the line, going deep into the zone, all the way to the corner. Around behind the net, he trying to get a point man. He's got him. As Quaile had it. Now he takes his guy off the play. In goes Petryk, dumps it deep into the corner. Quaile was last man, and he did his job that time. He took the guy right out of the play. Here we come. And
Schrock trying
to drive it. He can't get to it again. Petryk on the corner in hard, tying up his guy. Holmstrom deep. Komets out front. Can't play it again. Puck comes loose, and it comes to center ice and driven right back in by Krug. Komets get their line changed. Back comes the puck. Fort Wayne zone. As Lacoste jammed it up the wall. Now the Komets are up with it again. Into the zone they come. Here's a drive. Hang it on Krug and no further play.
Yeah, Lurg didn't get him to take any chances on that shot as Komets were coming in 3 abreast, trying to get to it, but he caught the puck, killed the play.
Komets on the board. It's now 2-1 with lots of time still to go. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Hey, we're back on the board again. Pistilli, bang, bang. We got a tie.
And a rebound, an easy shot at the net. The goaltender mishandles it. We get the break. It comes loose. Pistilli jumps in, beats the defenseman, is able to flip it up. We tie it up 2-2.
Fort Wayne.
Good goal.
Here we go.
He is 13th of the season, scored by number 36, Matthew Pistilli. Assisting on the goal, number 71, Brock Higgs. And number 53, William Lacoste.
All right. They get a little bit going here, and they ran into our goaltender. What happens to that? Knocked him down. Here they come the other way, though. With the puck is clear at his own blue line as Toledo tries to spread it out. Saul on the wall deep, spins it right back up on the half wall, and the Komets break out again. Here they come. Bad pass, but the Komets recover and send it deep into the zone as wheeling away was Lowry. Komets get their line changed. Here they come as Toledo on their way. Schrock out on the forecheck. Look out behind the net. Here they come. Take a look up the wall. Schrocky in traffic. He's got it back. Move it. Out at center. Working hard. He let the guy get behind him. And they'll have an outside on the play. Close call there as he spun around and he got on the center ice side of his check. If the puck had squirted loose, the guy would have been gone.
Yeah, well, Strocker kept the man in the puck between him and his own net and was able to force the offside. Good hard work by Strocker to buck it up there on the boards.
All right, here we come with a face-off neutral ice as Perlini got a tap on that one. Here we come. Strocker couldn't catch up to it. They break it up, though, and it's back at neutral ice. Toledo cycling the puck. Elbrick dumps it deep in the corner. Here's Barteau around the wall. Back come the Komets, and this one goes all the way back inside the Toledo zone for an icing. So that will put the puck back in the Komet corner for another big face-off. We're 2-2, and if your name doesn't start with a P, don't score. Perlini and Pistilli get the goals.
Well, 2 good goals. The Komets worked hard for it. They get a break on the first one at 1:54, and then a rebound and a misplay by the goaltender. They take advantage and tie it up.
Here we come, face-off down in the corner. Komets have it back and on the move. Schrocky legging it to center ice, tries to jam it into the zone. They pile it up at the blue line. Schrock sends it in deep, and getting out from under the pile was Petryk. Toledo back on the attack as Schwab moves to center, keeps it coming, drives into the zone all the way into the corner. After this time, it is Quaile, the Komet D-man, on the play, but it squirts away. Toledo up top trying to get a shot away.
That's deflected over the net.
Roman got a piece of that one, deflected it high. Komets on their way back to center. Into the zone they go, round behind the net. It's going to be Severin. Severin is met down in the corner. Up it comes, puck played by Niedermel. Niedermel chased off the play. Komets get it again as they take the Komet D-man down on the play. They send it back in the corner. Komets have it again. Here's Severin, or I should say, Severin with it. He works his way on the half wall, tied up by Barnes. They scrum away for this one. It came loose, and it's driven back in the corner by Quaile. Now around the wall it comes on the half wall left. Dug off by Berschbach. Berschbach trying to come out. He's checked on the play again. Got it in his feet. Couldn't hold it. This one will be iced all the way down the zone. Going hard is Daniels. Gets the touch and the icing call's made. 9:20 left in this game. We're tied 2-2, and this is Komet Hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in less than Hawaii.
And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
All right, back we go to the face-off in Toledo zone. It will be off to the left of Jeff Lurg, their goaler. We're tied 2-2 as Perlini and Pistilli at 1:54 and 8 minutes put us right even in the hockey game. Here we come, and this one's going to go all the way back to Fort Wayne zone. Big Cody Saul with it. He looks, sends it behind the net. Back comes Daniels. Daniels has to spin away from a forecheck. Move it out of the zone. Saul comes to center. And it's Embach who takes his guy to task. Puck squirts away. They got a man coming up the middle. Can't find him. And it's right up top. Look out. Great save and hanging on Will.
Yeah, had a man screening him, too.
He just put the glove up there, and it was like a vacuum
Yeah,
cleaner.
we got out in the top of the crease. The man come across in front on him right at the right time, but he was able to get the glove up, no deflection on it, and he was able to pick it cleanly on a pretty good shot from the point as Toledo had men all over the place.
So we have less than 10 to go. We're tied at 2-2 as the Komets have gotten 2 here in the period, and they seem to have awakened, and things are working a lot better. Their forecheck is vigorous. They really have stepped it up a notch and are skating well, so see if we can hold this one. Right now, though, at 2-2, halfway through period number 3, this is Komet Hockey.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Goaltender Roman Will. Komets with the play around the wall. It comes up on the wing. Embach's got it. He looks and he flips it over the top of the D, and he's plastered from behind as the back check on that one was Jensen. He just rocked him. Here they come back up ice on the play to the Fort Wayne zone. Up top, drive, knocked loose. Komets at center. Here we come again. Szydlowski feeding it off.
Embach
Here goes Embach to Szydlowski. Tries to move it across. It's blocked. Sid got the damage done. He covered his guy. Good hard check from behind, and Embach got a shot. It lasted pretty well. Down comes the Komets, and they couldn't hold it in the zone. Saul chased it down, fed back off on the play to Daniels. Into the zone we come. Here's Szydlowski.
Take the shot.
Good look. Shoots. Oh! Just trickled through as he had to reach high and knock it down. Up the top, another drive high. There's the Komets picking it back up with the puck. The Komets centerman Lowry up the wall. They bang away on him. Komets still have it back. Held at the line. Nice stand-up check by the Komets that time. As off the zone they come one more time. As the It's Szydlowski going cross ring. Over center, at the line, driven in by Quaile, off the side of the net. Komets in a hurry. Good forecheck. Nice grab. Picked off by Clare, though. Here comes Toledo back to center ice. They used one of their wingers for almost a screen coming down the line. Here it comes up top. Look out. Another save. Komets get this one. As Barteau tried to play it, he got tied up. Wheels it up the wall. And again, trying to move it. It's Petryk, and he had to throw it blindly. Up ice we come again. Another save. Scramble at the goal mouth. Komets try for it again.
You got a penalty coming up.
Comet penalty?
Yeah, we got chasing a little bit too much there. We finally get a penalty. And I think the Komets high sticking looks like it's going to be maybe high sticking against them, too.
It is, yeah. 25's going. It's Sims.
Yeah, they got sticks up all over the place. It looks like Toledo's going to get the penalty. Number 25, Sims, high sticking. And he was talking to the Komet defenseman, and so I guess he was worried that maybe there it is there. The stick came right up and caught Barteau right in the face area. And the referee was asking him if it was all right. It was accidental. But we get the advantage, a high stick and penalty. Toledo. Komets go in the penalty power play.
Get it done right now. Big chance on the power play. The Komets have it.
Daniels.
Here's Daniels with it off to Embach on the right wall half side. Down it comes in the corner now as turned back up the wall from Lowry. Out at the point trying to jam it in the zone. Here we come again. It's Pistilli feeding it back off. As tied up as Embach on the play. Fights hard for it. Kept alive nicely. Daniels and standing on the drive that time was the Komet D-man. Komets fight for it. Pistilli's got it. They've got a battle. He and Leone down in the corner. Back up it comes. Length of the rink, and the foot race is on. As Daniels will have this one won, but they decided to make a line change for Toledo. And Daniels with the puck. Let's go. Come on. Move, move, move. Move, move. Don't stop now. Move, move. Attaboy. Into the zone. And they try to block it. Back goes Daniels to play it again. They do, yeah. Now the Komets coming through. Here's Szydlowski. In goes Sid. Stops. Looks. Feeds in behind the net. Round it comes to Pistilli. Back up the wall. They wheel it length of the rink. Kept in the zone.
Block it this time.
Now turning it wide. Komets still have it as it's held in the zone. Embach feeds it out. Cross rink it comes. Here's Szydlowski. Can't finish the play. Can't get the shot away. As Barteau feeds it left side. Look out. As losing the puck, Embach, but he got it back. Here comes Sid up the slot. The drive.
Rebound
score.
At the side of the net.
Pistilli gets it.
Yep. This time, Embach cuts the puck off the corner, makes a great play, digs it out, throws it rink wide over here to Szydlowski. He blasts it down low, the rebound, and right at the side of the net, Pistilli stands there and jams it in. Power play goal. Komets take the lead.
Bingo! This is Komet hockey.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
This is Komet Hockey.
The goal, number 27, Sean Szydlowski. And number 15, Mike Embach.
Look out.
Time to goal, 14 minutes, 14 seconds. Komet power play goal, second of the game, scored by 36 Pistilli. That's a 27 Szydlowski and 15 Embach at 14-14.
Komets now have that puck at their own blue line, trying to move it back. And the crowd is awake. Here they come at center, driving it through. No icing will be called. In hard on the play, it's going to be Perlini. Perlini up the wall, in the slot. Now they had to turn it back in the corner. Round behind the net, Mears. Mears can't play. At the goal mouth, they fire again. Can't finish the puck. Out it comes. Moving it down into the Fort Wayne zone. Chased down by Cody Sullivan. No icing.
Don't take it.
4:40 still left in this one at center ice, driving it into the zone hard, and around to follow it down deep into the corner. The Komet winger, Perlini. Oh, they got it. Go! Oh, backhander by Muirs, and hanging on is Lurg as Muirs was on his knees. The puck got to him, and there was no option but to fire it, and he got a good backhand.
Well, Muirs intercepted the pass going across the goal mouth, and as he got it, he was on both knees, took the backhand. Lear made the save, and that's about all there was to it as the defense was rushing to his help, and the interception was a nice play as Comet Muir got the shot on net.
29-23, Komets now shots on goal as they really stepped it up. Here we come. Face-off going deep, recovered by Toledo. Clare around behind the net, working up the right wing. After it, Embach tries to block that one. It comes all the way into the Fort Wayne corner. Take a look as Saul is there. Saul trying to move it. Oh, and who gave that away?
Well,
good.
Came right back off his feet.
Right off. They try to catch it in their skates, and that just doesn't work. Here's Embach again, trying to move it. Kept it at the point again. Driving it at the goal mouth. Turned away. Picked back off. Jenks now on the play. Another one out front. They scramble for it. Who's got it now? As the Komets looking
their trouble getting out.
Looking very futile right now. Here comes Saul. He's caught from behind the net. Got to move it. Here comes Daniels. Skate, 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 skate. Over the line, into the corner. Daniels got a set of wheels like you haven't seen. They've got to keep him going with that biscuit. Now they send it back into the zone. And icing the call. No icing called.
No, it hits
back up the wall. All the way to center. Into the Toledo line. Played off there by Shane Sims. Sims now sends cross rink. Lampy turns it. And now it's a forecheck by the Komets that's breaking it out on the Toledo Walleyes. Komets coming back. Here's Quaile. Wheels it in behind the net. Off in the corner. Good hard hit that time. And we got a boarding call.
Yeah. Who drove him?
That was
Seven.
Yeah, that was
Severin.
Severin, yeah.
Yep. He got him. He went in hard when forechecking. The defenseman turned a little bit into him, but he had his back to him, and Severin drove him into the boards, and he's going to get 2 minutes for boarding right there. Tough call, bad call.
At the 17-minute mark.
From Severin's standpoint, that bad call.
This is Komet Hockey.
Sound off with the Komets all season long, Mondays at 7:30 on 21 Alive, as Tommy Shegler and guest Komets take you inside the program, answering your questions live from the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Then Thursdays at 7:30, your phone calls, tweets, and emails are answered on your favorite college and pro teams in Parkview Sports Medicine Sound Off. And in the granddaddy of them all, The Score, plus more of The Score and 18 Komets road games on MyTV Fort Wayne. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, it was Krug who got it cleared, or did it come off somebody's...
Yeah, it was deflected, I think, right into the Komet bench, yeah.
And they ruled it went off a Toledo player, but let's see if they saw it that way or not.
Yeah, so the face-off's going to go back into the zone.
In the Fort Wayne corner, yeah.
Yeah, they were questioning the fact that Krug fired straight out, or was it deflected, and they agreed that it was deflected, so the face-off will come back into the Komet zone. Power play, Toledo, 2:47 to go.
Hang on, here they come again. 3-2 Komets hold the lead right now. Out to the point, right side on the half wall, in behind the net. Here comes Krug. Boy, and is he draw a crowd down there. Down in front of the net, got a man loose, and look out. Krug out front trying to protect the front of the net.
Lacotte's helping out.
Can't make the play. Still can't make the play. Nice Krug on his knees, but he still made the call.
Szydlowski backs it out with his hand.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he batted it out with his hand, but maybe Toledo got it. Well, they're going to say a penalty coming from it. Maybe he closed his hand on it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he must have closed his hand. I thought he just batted it. But he's saying he grabbed it, closed his hand, and threw it, is what they're saying. It sure didn't look that way. It looked like he batted it. As long as you bat the puck, you're all right. If you grab it and close your hands on it, and in a throwing motion, here's a penalty. But they called it that way, and the Komets find themselves 5-on-3, three-man. Short by 2. Look out.
Good grief.
You want to make it difficult. They're making it difficult.
Look out, Roman. Here they come. Here they come.
That quieted the crowd right now. We'll see if we can kill this off. Then they'll go crazy. 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Yeah. Holy crow. Now here we go.
We get the draw, dump it.
And now Lurg is getting into this one. He headmanned it to center ice, but there's not much opposition. Look at break into the net, trying to get the play. Birschbach, he can't get it. Now off they come on the wall. Back up top, they send it off to the right side. They just play catch. Now they walk up, trying to get a shot on a good angle.
Trying to feed the man the slot.
Yep, they can't find him yet. Now they come off the left side. Up the middle, they're going to get it off all the way to the corner.
Right
Hang it on.
Will gets it.
No further action on the play.
Toledo misplayed it a little bit. They tried to throw it through the goal crease. Will stepped right between them and intercepted it. He kills the play, and they get themselves a bit of a rest, and they'll get fresh troops on the ice.
Well, 55 seconds is what we really have to kill off. Then at least it'll be a 5-on-4.
Well, I think we better look at the 1:55 left of the game, because it looks like that's where we're going.
And right now, I'm sure they're debating what to do about the goaltender, Lurg. With that kind of an advantage, you think it would almost be worth it. Hey, nice clearance again.
Yeah, they win the draw again and get it out.
Yep, no doubt about it. So still 45 seconds on a 5-on-3, and they come left side, round behind the net, up the far wall. In goes Saul, took his guy off the fly. Go! No! Right in front of the net.
And then Saul dives out and blocks it.
Yeah. Here they come again, off behind the net. Saul trying to cut the
Here
corner.
comes the goalie.
Here he comes, out of the zone.
6-on-3.
Taking a look at the net. Couldn't get the play again. Pick back up. 1:20 left in the game. They got big advantage now. Here it comes again. Blocked. They get it back. All the way up top, feeding it off the left half wall. Moving it up top again. They try to pick a spot. It's blocked again. They're still working at it. And in front of the net, they work it around.
Saul pushing and whacking everything.
He's cleaning house if he can. Here they come again.
Will's got it. And there's Saul. He's wrestling. There's going to be a scrap here. You got 6 Toledo on the ice, and they're all over as Saul fights and Will holds on.
Wow, we cleared off that first penalty, Robbie.
Yeah, and if you want to see Saul, you want to see Saul use his size and strength right there. He played great in that their 30-second span right there. Bartow on defense with him, and Pistilli, they gave it all they had right there, and were able to get the whistle.
And Saul's got a penalty.
Yeah, well, Toledo will get one too, so that hurts them more than it hurts us.
And who's got their penalty call? It's going to be the gunner, Jenks.
Yep, so they get a man off, so that'll still be 5-on-3. And we're going to play this to the end.
19:02.
Yeah, Krug's arguing a bit with the linesman that he thought it should have been out, but unfortunately it wasn't. And we'll see who we go here.
Penalty kill is out, as it'll be Pistilli.
Yeah, we get one man back.
Here's the penalty.
5-on-4.
Number 27, A.J. Jenks. Komets number 44, Cody Soul. Each 2 minutes roughing.
It's 6-on-4 right now.
Oh, baby, here we come.
The Soul penalty and everything was coincidental.
All right, 32 more seconds of this, and they get it out at the point. Cross-point pass. Couldn't get the shot away again. Came far side. They're hustling. Birschbach can't play. Now they're getting the shot up the middle. Birschbach coming the right side. In front of the net. Blocked again. Up it comes, and it's held at the point. Picked off 40 seconds to go. They try to get a man in front of the net again. Don't have him yet. Attaboy. Another good save, and they keep it in their jaws. 7 more seconds. Here they come. Taking a look. Open man, left side.
Over his stick.
And there's a little trip going on there.
All even. Back
even
to full
Steven
strength.
again out front of the net. They can't get the play. And the Komets down behind the net. Pistilli trying to get it. Here they come all the way up top. Still can't get the shot. Off the left wall. In front of the net. Blocked again. This time is Schrock is out there. We have 8 seconds left. Down they come, far wall.
Blocked
off the side of the net. Can't play it again.
Blocked again.
Off the Zen. Here we come down in the corner. Komets are there. 1 second left in this game, and the Komets win. Whoa, baby. What a
win for you.
What a stand that was, Robbie.
That's a win for you right there.
Standing ovation.
Yep. Down by 2. They get the one at the 1:54 mark. Get one at 8-minute mark. Get the winner at 14:44 and kill off 6-on-3
baby.
for 2 minutes. Great effort.
Well, they earned that one, and they wanted to get back to first place, and they knew how to get it done. That's back-to-back wins over Toledo.
Yeah, one there, one here.
Yeah,
we'll
so far, so good. Looking good right now. What a way to come back. 3 in the third, and they suddenly really awakened. That was a different hockey club.
Well, they went after him as hard as they could. They outshoot him 12-9 in that period and did everything they had to do, killing off that penalty. That's a lot of heart from a pretty good hockey team that gave everything they had in that last 5 minutes there.
Post-game show coming right at you. Be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne. Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms, up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken. Packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Welcome to the Komet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
Hey, we're back. What a finish. One of the best I've seen a Komet Hockey Club have any time I can remember.
Well, no doubt about that. They didn't get too many breaks in the second period, and Toledo took advantage of a couple of bounces, built up a 2-0 lead. But that third period was all heart right away as Petryk gets the goal at 1:54, a shot with a defenseman in front. That sort of got everybody going, and then, of course, Pistilli gets 2 more after that, with Perlini getting the first one. So a couple of big goals, 3 in the third period, enough to win it, and what a stand in the last 5 minutes.
It was, and by the time it was all over, at the end of that stand, and killing off a 5-on-3, and then they pull the goaltender, so it's now 6-on-3.
Yep.
And if you ever wanted to see a tower of strength, Cody Saul, he just positively threw people out of the way all over.
Yeah, Toledo has a set power play where they like to move it from dot to dot through the goal crease and hit that man coming in off the far side. And Saul just anchored himself in front of that net there. And Bartow, he was on the ice with him too. They both anchored themselves in front of that net there, intercepted everything, blocked everything, and Toledo just couldn't get the slot and find the open man to get the clear shot on net. When they did get a shot on net, Will was there, down low, was able to kill it and get the rebound. So a great effort, and you can see the heart in that hockey team as they really fought hard. When they came on the ice after, they were pretty happy, a bunch of guys right there.
Well, you know, you look at that and you watch Toledo at the end trying to get that extra bit into it, that little extra puck movement, breaking a guy loose. 6-on-3, they almost had too many guys on the ice.
And that could have been something that hurt them too. They had so many players jammed in front, and instead of spreading it out, having guys back on the blue line where they had a lot of ice to move it around, they jammed everybody in real tight, and it helped the defense to be able to contain everybody.
Yeah, you could see everybody.
The puck, yeah.
So, however it happened, it did, and it's a matter of record, and we're back in a tie for first place with the Toledo Walleye. So if you're out for a bite tonight, why don't you grab a bunch of walleye? It's pretty good tasting stuff. Anyway, we'll be back in a moment to look around the ECHL and find out what went on elsewhere. But that was a finish they're going to be talking about for a long, long time. They better be. It was spectacular.
Great effort, good win, and they deserved all that they got out of that one.
All right, we'll be back in a moment with what's gone on around the league. This is Komet Hockey.